Eli, reading aloud, "Since we have now been justified by his blood, how much more shall we be saved from God's wrath through him?" Pauses. I don't fully get it. What does it mean to be justified by his blood? Miriam. It means that Jesus' sacrifice, his death on the cross, makes us right with God. His blood paid the price for our sins. James leans forward. Wait, you're saying someone else's death cancels out everything bad we've done? Isn't that too easy? Miriam, smiling. It wasn't easy for him. He suffered because the penalty for sin is death. But through his love, he took that penalty so we wouldn't have to. That's grace, James. Eli. But the verse also talks about being saved from God's wrath. Why would a loving God have wrath in the first place? Miriam. That's a great question. Eli. God's wrath isn't like human anger. It's his holy response to sin and injustice. Imagine a world where evil has no consequence. Would that be loving? James, on nodding slowly, I guess not. But still, why would anyone deserve wrath just for making mistakes? Miriam, it's more than just mistakes. Sin separates us from God. But this verse is a promise, because of Jesus. We're not just forgiven, we're rescued. Eli, thoughtful. So, it's not just about avoiding punishment. It's about being in a relationship with God. Miriam, exactly. When we're justified, we're brought into that relationship. And if God loved us enough to justify us, how much more can we trust him to save us completely? James sits back, arms crossed. I don't know. It still feels unfair. Miriam, gently. That's the beauty of it, James. It is unfair, but in our favor. Jesus took the unfairness so we could have life. Eli, smiling. So it's not about earning it, it's a gift. Miriam, nodding. Exactly. A gift of love, freely given but priceless in value. James, after a pause. I'll have to think about that. Miriam, smiling warmly. Take your time. God's love isn't going anywhere. Romans 5:9 reminds us that through Jesus we are justified and saved. It's not something we can earn, but a gift of grace that changes everything. Will you accept it?